Hello, I'm Chris. This is Gross Models, and welcome to issue 101 of the Delorean build from Back to the Future. In this issue, we're tidying up the cables that we were doing last time and putting some underneath the car. We've got some brackets and some mesh and tubes and cables to attach. So we're going to start off by wrapping a mesh around a tube and then fitting said tube underneath with the wires going into it, and then doing some bits coming out the other side by the looks of it as well. Not sure what that bit is. Starting a bit in the engine bay a little bit, and then brackets around here and around there. Lots of stuff to do today. Looking forward to that, getting on with that. So yes, but before that, we're looking back at ILM, Industrial Light and Magic. Unforgettable visual effects for the Back to the Future trilogy. Yeah, from the fire and the sparks and the lightning and everything else. That's about this scale. Cool. Their wheels look better than mine. They've got proper hydraulic stuff, but yeah. Copernicus. See, back in the day, they didn't visit him, but there we go. Doc Brown's dog. Oh, right, yeah. I forgot the name of the dog, but there we go. Next time, that looks like we're doing the same as we did last time on the other side. So, yeah, nice to have a break. This is the last of this month's delivery. So next time we can start with something that we're familiar with, and then we'll be doing this bit again after that, and then who knows? Who knows what comes next? So let me clear the bench. We'll get this ready, get these parts built, and then install them onto the car. So this time's parts, we are going to need 3 MP screws. These are little silvery ones. Unusual, but there we go. That's what we got. We're going to need our tube, and we're going to need this like the photo etch mesh, which has 6 holes in it. The tube will also have 3 holes in it. There we go. So we've got to line up those 3 holes with those 3 holes, and then wrap the tube with the mesh. Wrap the mesh around the tube, however you want to say it. We're going to roll that up around there, giving us a nice looking tube type thing. Need to get the ends down, and with any luck they should line up. Doesn't quite line up, but it will when we squish it together a little bit more. I'm going to take the tube out, get a little bit more squishiness going on, especially on the outside bit of the end. Should be about it, and then we'll see if we can't get that back in like so, and get everything lined up. Those holes seem to be lining up, at least on this end. So let's see. I shall put magnification on so I can see what I'm doing. Yeah, that looks like that's going through there and there. I can then get that to line up with that, we'll be away. That's going to be the tricky thing. Obviously, it's a hollow tube that we're attaching this to, so it's difficult to grip or push. Let's see, where are the holes? There. Should be about there. See it? I can see it just about going in. Can you see it? And that's, I just skipped past it, I think. Coming back out a little bit. I think it might have rotated again. Rotated a lot. Where did that? Oh, there we go. Right. Let's try that again, shall we? Try and keep that going in gently until that lines up just about there. And then we'll see if we can get a screw in. If we can get one in, then the others should line up nicely. So we're going to go, I can't even find the screw hole now. There. About. Oh, it's twisted again. Knew this was going to be a bit of a pain, but I didn't think it was going to be this much of a pain. If I can't line that up a bit better from the outside. Got to be there. Come on, get on the end of the screwdriver, or I really can't do this. Don't want to let go with my left hand, so my right hand can do what it wants to do. That's it, I think. That's it. There we go. Right, that's that. So I shall get the other two screws in as well, and then these brackets go on the ends, or near the ends. And that is what attaches it underneath the car. So let's get all that done, and I shall bring in the car, and we'll see about attaching it. Okay, the underside of the car with our wires from last time. We're simply going to poke those into a new tube. Say simply, there's a screw in the way, so it's not wanting to go past it. That's interesting. I've got to go quite a long way in, just past that one screw though, so wouldn't be a problem. We'll work on that. Once we get that in, obviously the other end needs to go on there as well. Then I only got two screws to hold that in place on there, like that. Then I need to turn the car over and we'll deal with the other bit on the top. So let me get this done off here. Actually, I'm gonna trim the ends of these off, I think, rather than trying to force it in far too far. How far can I get it? It goes in that far, so I need that much. Actually, if I make that level with that, that's going to be far enough. So I'm going to cut these off extra. I don't need those. I shall keep the wires for spare bits though, because you never know where they're going to be useful. That makes sense to me. It's going to say don't do that now in the instructions, but I didn't read that bit, so that's okay. Doesn't count. So that goes in there. There we go. Then we can put the screws in. Hold this where it needs to be. There we go. Right. I might as well do this on camera. Why not? Nice to have a slightly longer episode from time to time, isn't it? Or is it? I don't know. That will go in there. Other wires will appear from the other end of it very soon. There we go. And there we go, that end. So yeah, that looks fine. Doesn't need to go in there any further than that. So happy with that. Keep those for spares. Right, let me turn it over and get the next bit ready. Okay, next up, we've got some more tubes to put in. That one fits into the two little location holes there, like so. The end of that's going to go into that tube as well. I might as well do that now. So we're probably going to have to put wires in there as well. So no, I'll do that after, like it tells me to. Follow the instructions. Don't make it up as you go along. That goes along there. This bit goes that way round, in under there a bit, and connects together on there. I shall get that connected. The other end of that's got a little plug that goes in at the back wall there as well. Then these two go together. It's just got that going through there, like that. Ah, right, I see what's going on here now then. So those two go together like that, with tiny little holes in there. There you go, just about to see them. That's what these are going to go into. We've got to unthread these, connect them all up into there. Once that's been attached to the back wall, I need to do that from a different angle. So I'll get that plugged into there, and then I'll see what angle I can get and show you what's going on. Okay, here we go. That's attached to there. So I've got these wires to put into it. I've done a couple. I can't do them all on camera because I need to get my head again in the way. I'm going to copy what it says in the picture-in-picture, which is still up in that corner there, just up there. There we go. Which is, what is it, black? Find it again in the pattern. Black, yellow, red, blue, blue, red, blue, blue, red, red, blue, blue, red. So I'm going to get those attached in there and then untangle the rest of these wires, or unwrap the rest of these wires, and then bundle them together again. But they're not nicely wrapped, so they've got to go out through the window and down around that cable. And that's basically it. I'll get them wrapped around the cable. We're doing again with the little wire wrap to get them in place. Get that done, and then we'll see how it looks. So there we have them once again, all connected up. I shall again trim off some of the excess, making sure there's still enough to keep it twisted round and held tight. Another one there. There we go. So that is another issue done. I like the way it's coming together. I really do. I'm very happy with how these are starting to look. A combination of, you know, professional and homemade. It did, in fact, if you notice in the instructions, tell me to then trim off the excess bit at the front end. So I'm happy that I did that already, and I've beaten the instructions for once. So that is that. More wires and tubes to come next time. We're going to do basically the same again on the other side for a couple of issues. And then it's got to be the engine bay, isn't it? Or more lights, or it could be lots of things. But whichever it is, I'm sure I will enjoy doing it. So thank you very much for joining me on this part of the build. I shall see you very soon for the next one, or other part works in between. So thanks for watching. Stay safe. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye for now.